Well, Scott Parker's team is going to play like Fulham did, and we all know what Fulham did. They've still got the players from when they were in the Premier League, lots of them. They've got really good, talented players, and they've got a good coach there, a good manager, playing some good football. It will be a really tough game. Yeah, we've watched a couple of their matches.
You know, Scott Parker's gone in and done a terrific job at Fulham, and he's hit the ground running at Bournemouth. You know, I watched him in the week. I watched him on TV in the week against QPR. You know, really good team, really athletic, and yeah, one of the sides you would fancy at the start of the season to be up there. And I know it's only early days, but they've started the season really well. And a game that we want to kind of put Wednesday's wrongs right, but we're under no illusions that it's going to be a very tough game for us.
But you've got to understand the level, the quality that they've got as well, and respect it, and then go and try and disturb them, do what we do. And that's exactly where we'll be. You know, it's been a tough week for the lads because they have had Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, and the teams we've played have had Saturday, Wednesday, and the others played Tuesday, Bournemouth. You know, you said coming back down the M6, I wouldn't get in here till 2 o'clock the other morning. So just recovery. But, you know, that's the Championship, and we've done it all before, so we'll be ready for Saturday.
Listen, you don't want to lose to on a bounce, and I think that's always the reaction from a player is reacting from a defeat and getting a good reaction. Also, I think being at home will help. Hopefully, having a good crowd in at home against a good side, getting behind us, they can definitely make the difference. And we spoke about it during the which seems not too distant in the past, where you know playing against teams of a style of player Bournemouth that will have, but you know in an empty stadium, it can be hard at times. So I think you know hopefully with a big crowd behind us, it would definitely help us go the extra yards that will be needed.
We play different ways, and there's more than one way to skin a cat, that's for sure. And we did exactly that down there last time, and we'll be trying to do exactly the same again.
I'm glad you mentioned Bose actually, because I've not mentioned him myself, and he's been one that's over from the end of last year to this year. He's really kicked on. Obviously, he's as most of the lads have, is undoubted ability, but it's unlocking that potential. And in training, he's been brilliant. We do a young v old every Friday. I'm on the old team, as you imagine, and he's probably been their standout player. His intensity, the way he presses, and like I said, he's got a platform now at Cardiff where there'll be opportunities. You know, the gaffer doesn't try and cater to the older players a bit more and try and mix the team around. You know, if the young lad's been on it in training and been showing his quality, if he needs to go in, the gaffer will put him in. So, yeah, Bose has been brilliant. Needs to play some football. Might get an opportunity here, but another one that me, Will, Rousey, you know, will get around because we've been there where he's at, trying to break through. And as I mentioned earlier, these young lads have a willingness to learn, to take advice, and like I said, first and foremost, they've got the right attitude and personalities to go and have a good career. But yeah, Bose has been brilliant, mate, and I'm glad he's, you know, last week against Forest he got a start. He come on, and I thought he'd done well against Coventry, and he deserves it. And you know, hopefully that continues as it does for the rest of the young lads.
The older ones then on the last game, won the game. And it was interesting to see the younger ones actually, because they've been enjoying these wins on Friday mornings or Monday mornings whenever we play them. And they, I think they went 1-0 up, then 2-1 down, 3-1 down, and you can actually see the younger ones kind of just unravel a bit. They lost their discipline a little bit, and the older ones ended up beating them 5-2. Yeah. I said to them, it's a bit, you know, that's a learning curve for you, because, you know, you come out, you've won the last 3, and you could before the game, the older ones had a bit of a huddle and just a bit of a mess about, you know, and very old is and all that. But they wanted to win, and of course, once they got to 3-1, they had the game by the scruff of the neck, and they weren't going to let it go. And the young ones then found it really tough.
Yeah.
But that was a really good learning game for them, because that's what happens. You got to be careful. You think you're winning, and all of a sudden then you get an experienced team come up against you, and they can do you for a lot of reasons.